I just had a quick question for you guys. Has anybody else noticed that the feel of the MPC3 software feels a lot like Ableton? I'm not saying the behavior is 100% the same, but a lot of the way that it functions seems to feel a lot like Ableton. And it's interesting because I really don't like Ableton. I don't like it at all. Like I remember in audio school many years ago, you had to learn how to do a session in live, and it was the one thing I had a hard time with as a Pro Tools user and a Logic like 6, I think at that point, user. It was a pain in the butt. It's just a different type of thinking. There's nothing inherently wrong with Ableton. I think it's a very powerful DAW, but you always, like I always tell you, you have to use what works best for you. Don't just use something because everybody says so. Getting past all of that, using the MPC3 software feels massively like Ableton, but in some way, it just makes sense. I mean, the loop playback, we know these things are happening, right? The MPC itself, we know it's happening. It's looping each section of the sequence, and normally if it's 4 bars, it's 4 bars, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But with the way that the new software functions, you can change some of that behavior. In some senses, you can show like a 2-bar loop duplicated multiple times, and then another one is like, this one's 4 bars and that one's 8 bars. And the way it's playing each section is looping like Ableton. That caught me by surprise to some degree. Also, the playback button on each track behaves like Ableton. And I'm not upset with any of that. I think it's actually pretty cool because now it's getting me used to the idea of how to use Ableton. It also makes me feel more comfortable with the idea of making the MPC3 software my second DAW of choice, because I'm still a Logic guy and I don't think I'll ever change from that. But I really wanted something that I can use to go between the Mac and the PC. I haven't had too many of the issues that everyone else has announced, but I think it has to do with the way that I use the software, not so much the software itself. I'm sure all those bugs are there that people are finding. I'm just not experiencing them because I think I'm still using it in the traditional way of how you use an MPC, and with the thinking of how I arrange things in Logic. And maybe that's why I'm not running into too many of them. I just ran into the one with the cue links and the samples, but it happens maybe once in a while for me, so I haven't really been annoyed by it. So I'm assuming it's going to get resolved in the next update. Some of the ones that my contemporaries have run into, who are really deep in the software, way ahead of me when it comes to knowledge base for the MPC3 software, they are a little concerning. And I'm glad that those people have showcased those things, because without them doing it, we would know it existed.